I want to talk about the brew house, but I got to talk about this back area because we were here before when it was Lionstone, when that launched. And this back area here is just, it was kind of potential. Now the potential has been realized. We're here in a grain bin that was moved from Iowa to Geneseo, but can I get you to kind of explain everything that's going on out here?
Yeah, when COVID happened and things were being shut down, we were looking at how can we survive, what can we do, and part of that was, we are a brewery in a strip mall.
Right.
How can we make ourselves look like we're not in a strip mall, make it inviting, make it a place that you want to just come and get away from everything. And this was really a big part of it. It helped us to get through the winter just with the size, but Richard's just got an amazing vision when it comes to putting something together. You mentioned the grain bin.
Right.
All of the rails and the framing is all from a barn in West Branch, Iowa. They tore the whole barn down, and we've been using all of that lumber, which is also kind of funny because today a 2x4 is not a 2x4,
right?
But back then it was,
right?
And so even measuring things that you're used to, it's totally off because the sizes are different.
You've made something with stuff that you can't make it like this anymore because they don't make it like that anymore.
They don't, and just you look at all the tongue and groove and the way that all the lumber is actually put together, and it's a piece of history. So it's just, it adds to the environment.
You got something for everybody back here though. You've got like the dog park area, you've got the place for bags, you've got this grain bin, you've got the greenhouses and the seats, and you've got this beautiful view. I mean, there's really something already. I was talking to there was a lady here earlier, and she was saying what she likes about this place. She says she likes it better than before, and what her take was that
it's the brewer. Thank you.
She didn't mention you. She said it used to be for old people, and now it's for younger people. And this was an older lady who gave me this bit of advice. She said she's from California, and this place had to her, she said, more of a California vibe because there's lots of different things to do. Is that intentional?
Yes, absolutely. And just like with beer, there's a beer for everyone. You want to make something for everyone so that it's inviting. And part of it, some people like dogs, some people don't.
Right.
We learned that at Great River Brewery. I mean, it was fantastic to have dogs there, but there were some people that just did not like dogs.
Not everybody loves dogs.
So it's kind of nice to be able to...
For the record, we love dogs, but not everybody loves dogs. But we want to see your dog. We think he's a good boy. The Brew Lab, the space that you make this beer in, now that's different from the last time we were here too.
Absolutely.
Because it's kind of like I don't want to say hodgepodge, but you've got things from the old brewery and this old brewery, and you moved stuff from Davenport, and then there's newer stuff. Kind of have you explain that?
Yeah, absolutely. What's really neat, you've kind of explained that we kind of operate as a lab. I mean, experimenting, doing all kinds of different things.
You've taken a problem within the industry that people have been trying to solve for years, and you've turned it into a strength rather than a weakness. Because the problem breweries will tell you is, or people in the brewing industry will tell you, is that we have trained consumers to ask what's new, what do you got that's new?
What's next?
What's next? What's new? What's local? What's new? What's next? What's local? And then you can ignore beers that are flagship beers. You can have a beer, think it's the greatest beer you've ever had, and when you go back to the brewery, you don't even think about ordering it because you want the three new things that are on the menu. And that's just kind of how we as consumers have been trained, and people have been trying to figure out how do we solve that. Your answer seems to be just keep giving them something good that's new.
Yeah, I really think for me, it keeps me excited about producing products. You've got to think, when we had Great River Brewery, oh gosh, I mean, the number of barrels that we brew every year, and there were certain beers that were definitely our flagship beers, like 483. How many times I brewed that beer?
Right.
And it's not that you don't get excited about it anymore, but as a brewer, I think we always would get excited about our seasonal beers or something new because it's fun.
Impossible to deal with flood, insane winter weather that kept people away, and because it was, refresh my memory, we had the polar vortex that kept everybody away. Then it started to warm up for like 3 days, and then the HESCO barrier breach, right? And then you're dealing with all of that, and then you get the global health crisis. Thing after thing after thing they threw at you, and look at you, man.
Sure.
Look at you now. You're here.
I've aged a few years.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you said it. We both have. Buddy.
It's okay. I'm next
have.
to you, so I'm feeling okay right now. You have a little more gray than I do in the beard.
I've earned all of it. My point is, through it all, bigger and better, right?
Absolutely. I look at just our business model, and how we're trying to accomplish things, and just trying to do it in a different way. We don't want to be one-dimensional. Just attack things from all sides, and been really happy. I mean, this is just such a great location in a great town. We've got summer coming up too, so hopefully we become a destination place, and that's really what we're trying to.
It's never as far away as you think. Every time you get here, you think, "Gosh, we just got in the car." So there's that. And I know what you're wondering, like, gosh, they have the location in Geneseo, but they also have the downtown Davenport. And it seems, Dave, like you didn't ask a lot of questions about the downtown Davenport. And the reason for that is, we'll talk about downtown Davenport when we're in downtown Davenport. I guess what I'm doing is inviting myself to the downtown Davenport. When that story can be told, we'd love to have you back on the show.
Oh, no, that sounds great. I appreciate it, because I definitely want to talk to you about it. It's pretty exciting. So
we'll get into it when we get into it. But in the meantime, don't sleep on this place. Great Revivalist Brew Lab in Geneseo. Great vibe. We didn't really get into the food. The food's still incredible.
Absolutely.
That's worth going. But the beer, I mean, that's what you're watching for, is the beer. I'm pleased to report this Pilsner is knocking it out of the park. Scott, as always, man,
Cheers.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Cheers. I can't hear out of this ear now, but that's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a bit of an echo in here. Sorry about that. Please don't send letters or emails to Channel 8 saying that they said bad things about dogs. We're on the record loving dogs, both of us, with all of our hearts.
I wanted to kind of get your feel for something. I mean, so we've done the dog patio.
Right. I would love to look at the dogs from afar, but then sit here and
we still have more space. Do you think we could have like a little cat jungle gym or a little cat area?
I don't hate that idea. I don't hate that idea
just
one
like
bit.
People love dogs, people love cats.
And some people don't. I'm on the record as saying I think cats are terrific too.